problem here with Ireland is that they keep on losing too many wickets, and all the guys that have cracked a lot more from this pair at the moment. End of the over. 178 for 5.
Really good. 34 from 31. Strike rate of 109. He's got to do something special for Ireland here. But Trevor Gwandu has really turned it on in this little period of bowling. He's got a couple of deliveries to do just that. All for good length. And the delivery he bowled to get rid of Dockrell was an absolute beauty. That's the pull shot. It's another one. And John O'Campbell wasn't able to pick this one up. Starting to sense some change here. We saw another short ball take the wicket of Harry Tector. It was Ngarava that time. Starting to suggest that there's a quickening up of this wicket. A little bit more pace off the surface. Making it difficult for batters to get themselves into good position to play that pull shot.
And nicely bowled. He's really has transformed himself since the first Test match. In fact, throughout the summer of cricket here in Zimbabwe has Trevor Gwandu. Rhythm looks good, area looks good, and he's made it difficult to score. You look at his figures, very good figures. Less than 4 runs and over. In fact, less than 3.5 and over. He's picked up 2 for 29. Hasn't been an easy wicket to bat on, has it? Hasn't been a wicket where you come out and really express yourself. There's some rich history. There we go. Some autographs from all the other players that have played in these encounters. Is Niall O'Brien on there?
Oh, no, he can't be. That's the Ireland women's cricket team.
He's listening. That's why I said that. He sent me a little message. He says he's listening in a very cold England. Heaved away. Ow, and it just beats the fielder. All the way for 6. This is some shot.
Just going on earlier about how hard it is to play the pull shot here. But this is a soft delivery from Trevor Gwandu. Doesn't get up high enough. And
more memorabilia. That's from the 2003 World Cup. Those are all the teams that played in the World Cup in 2003 in South Africa and also hosted by Zimbabwe. It'll be a full circle in 2027. Namibia will be added as another host nation. South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia. Keep an eye on that. 2027, the World Cup comes to this part of the world. And in fact, early next year, men's under-19 World Cup in Zimbabwe and Namibia. There's more memorabilia on the other, just on the left-hand side there, small little bats that have been signed as well. Rich history been accumulated over time. There we go. New Zealand versus Zimbabwe, 1988. Young West Indies, 1985. Ooh, there must have been some fast bowlers then. Going to the Centurion, you also see a few areas where there's montages of bats. And great Andy Flower, he features a lot in the Centurion, what used to be known as the keg.
Can think of at least 2 times he features there.
Wesley.
There's a little memorial to a match where he got 100 and then 199 not out against South Africa on this ground. A really wonderful performance.
Yeah, nicely played.
To me.
Gets into position quite early. Just revisited the state of play right now. And if you're Zimbabwe, for the longest period in this bowling effort, you've kept Ireland in check, where the run rate was sort of 3.5 or below 4. You don't want it to unravel now. In this latter part of the innings, you want to keep them in check. Ireland will be thinking, we get as much as possible. Where can we end up? Projection at 6 runs and over, they end up at 227. 7 runs and over, they get to about 233. They want to get at least 240, close to 250.
And Zimbabwe will want another wicket here. That's beautifully played from Markader. 44 gone, 191 for 5. Another bowling change. This time it's Blessing Mzarabani who's coming into the attack to bowl from this golf course end. Strangely, he's wicketless today, but has bowled beautifully. 7 overs for just 22 runs. Just making sure that his field is exactly right. Mark Adair on strike. He's already got 1 out of the ground.
Yeah, that's in the slot there. Yeah, especially with Middleoff up in the circle. And he gave himself a little bit too much room. Dangerous player. Right, let's see who's in the com box that's in that squad there. Right. Where's Tino? Craig Irvin's there, Raza's there, Graham Creamer, Hamilton Masakaza, Chris Mpofu, Elton Chigumbura, Dave Watmore was the coach. Cut away, but well in front of square. A couple of bounces out to Bennett.
Yeah, it's been targeting that side of the ground. 3 men on the boundary, on the leg side. Extra cover and Middleoff inside the circle, looking to get over those 2 fielders because there is long on cow corner and square leg back. And then this is the ladies team. Marianne Msonda, the captain.
Dead ball.
It's great when you have those team photos and then they get posted up there and you go back and you look back and you think, how young did I look? What sort of shape was I in? Back then, no gray hairs. Now I'm turning into a little bit of a silver fox. Nicely bowled. Change of pace. This is also where captaincy is so important, Darlington, and ensuring who bowls when, what sort of field and what sort of plan you have to be at one with this key phase of the game. Has decided to keep mid-off up in the circles, bowl that hard length into the in and around off stump. Don't want to give him too much room now. Deep mid-wicket comes into the circle. And cut away.
Oh, Richie Ngarava's on the boundary, does that work to keep that down to just one. And this is an interesting one.
Where is he? There he is! Tino! Oh, right next to Graham Creamer and Amnora Chibaba. Peter Moore, there he is. He's plays for Ireland now. Craig Irvin, Raza. Taurai Muzarabani, who is the cousin of Blessing Muzarabani. In the gap.
Yes! Jono!
I'll look for two and I'll pick it up quite comfortably.
Well, this is a good shot from Mark Ade, because Muzarabani's done exactly what we're told to do when a batter wants to give himself a little room towards the leg side. You follow him, try to cramp him up. But what he has done is kept his eye on the ball and just dinked it into the leg side and came back for two.
In the air.